Welcome to Montague House 2023.
Fossil fuel free by 2023.
This is our first garden tour. Yeah, and we're going to go into our food forest.
We're going to do a number of, or many garden tours, and each time we'll pick a different part of the garden. This time it's the food forest, which is marked with an A in this diagram.
Yeah, it's on the northwest side of our house, and Jo's got lots of statistics around the size. How big is it, Jo?
It's 4 metres by 12 metres.
And how many plants do we have in there?
67.
67. I'm pretty impressed with that. And that's all. Most of those have gone in there since we have been building up the garden there. Yeah.
Last couple of years.
Yeah. So we just started with. This is a great little diagram that just explains the food forest.
Yeah.
Which with the large
layers.
The large tree, then going down into the smaller shrubs and the citrus, and then down to the ground cover
And root crops and things that climb. And this is just a basic permaculture principle, mimicking what a normal natural forest does.
So the food forest is somewhere that I just really love to go and sit and be. You can smell the fresh herbs in the garden. You can see all the beautiful flowers, and there's always life in there. It just is a beautiful place to hang out, really.
Yeah, yep. So we've got the big persimmon tree in the middle, which was the original tree there. We didn't plant that, but we've planted quite a few smaller fruit trees underneath, mostly citrus, but we also have a jaboticaba, a Brazilian cherry, some pawpaws, things like that.
And of course lots and lots of flowers and lots of herbs in order to attract bees and beneficial insects and things, and we keep this whole area blocked off from the dogs.
Yeah, it's the one place in the yard that's dog proof, thank goodness. So I know that when I put things in there that they'll stay in there and won't get dug out.
Yeah. And I guess it's also, it's an ecosystem in itself, and so there's things pop up that we don't even know about. The mushrooms, for example, which is just that beautiful part of being in a forest.
Yeah, that's right. So for our garden tour, we've decided that with each garden tour we'll just pick a few plants, a handful of plants that we'll talk about in more detail. So in this video we're going to talk first about the persimmon tree.
Yeah, so the persimmon tree was actually here when we moved in, and it's an astringent type of persimmon, so it's really not something that we eat, but the bats love it.
Yeah, it's great bat food.
Yeah, and it gives us really nice shade on that side of the house, and provides a mulch for the ground, for ground cover, and protection for the other trees or for the other bushes and things.
Yeah, and it helps to cool this hot side of the house in summer. That's the whole idea of the food forest on this side, to help cool the house. The next plant that we're going to talk about is the loofah.
Oh, I love the loofah.
The crazy loofah.
Yeah, so you can't really see it very clearly here because it's growing in amongst the pumpkin and the Madagascar beans, but it is a really prolific grower, and it's something that you can use in lots of different stages of its life, Jo.
Yeah, so we eat it when it's small as a zucchini substitute, and then when it's big like that's last summer's, you can use it as a scrubber.
Yeah, or protection for your house. You can put it on edges so that the baby doesn't hurt themselves. This particular loofah we thought was going to grow through the window and then take us into the food forest at one point.
This grew up the wall all by itself. And then we have warrigal greens, which is a fantastic ground cover, and the yacon, which is one of the root vegetables in the food forest. And
both of those are, part of that sustainable food. We can have that all year round.
That's right, yep.
Oh, and the beautiful perennial basil, which not only smells divine, but the flowers attract bees and other beneficials as well for pollinating and helping things grow in the garden. So it's really special.
And that's a free plant. We got a cutting from down the road at the front of one of the shops. and came back and planted it, and we've got quite a few of those around the place to attract the beneficials.
Yeah, so you've got to love that when you get the free plants. We
like to deadhead the flowers so that we get more flowers. Sorry.
Absolutely, and we can use so many parts of the plants that are growing in the food forest. The snapdragons are edible. We put those in the salad. The nasturtium leaves can be used in sauerkrauts, and the dill that's growing there. Everything is usable.